Opportunity. We at Ohio Pork Council have been no strangers to all the thoughts that you just shared, right? We've heard them from every consumer. They come out at us a pretty negative voice at times. And it really does frustrate our producers and our farmers because we take this we care commitment very seriously in the pork industry. And so everything we do from our conversations with the legislator all the way to what we sell in the grocery store has to do with selling pork. So we had to look at this. We had to get rid of the emotion and the frustration as a farmer, and we had to dig into the data. And that's when we teamed up with Heart+Mind, and we were able to actually do a very intense survey of what our consumers thought of Ohio. And we also took it another step further and we said, what does the voters think too in our community decision makers? Because that inhibited how we raised pigs. And so we looked at that in depthly and we wanted to develop a playbook so we were intentional about our messaging so that we're actually telling them the story that we wanted to be transparent, right? We want to be meaningful, but at the same time, we got to meet that consumer exactly where they're at and communicate on their terms in their way, in their world, instead of being it on the farmer's level. We do have another project where we work through sustainability and our supply chain partners. Our farmers were being asked about sustainability and what's their sustainability story. So as we were interviewing and going through these process with Heart+Mind, we found out that they knew they're a processing plant, but they didn't want to use the word process. We don't want to use producer because it sounds too industrial. So that's when we get back to the family farm. We have large family farms raising these large farms that are partnering with other families to grow pork. And that's how we talk about it. And we really need to really capitalize on that so that we're reaching them at more of an emotional level. And I think that's where these playbooks really come in play for us. They show you in this audience, the data shows if I use this, I'm going to get to them and I can connect. And this